Have you ever stopped to think why, despite taking care of your health and maintaining good hygiene, something seems to give away your age? I'm not talking about wrinkles or gray hair, but about those silent and not-so-subtle signs your body sends. Many believe that certain odors or a neglected appearance are simply an unavoidable part of aging, but let me tell you something that might surprise you. They are completely wrong. The real cause is much simpler, and luckily, is entirely within your control. I am Dr. Ricardo Navarro, and during years of studying the human body and aging, I have discovered that true well-being goes beyond aesthetics. It's about respect, dignity, and the genuine desire to live well, to feel comfortable in your own skin. Today, I'm going to reveal the 5 areas of your body that 99% of people ignore and that most doctors don't even mention. These areas are true gateways for infections, circulatory problems, and inflammation that drastically accelerate your aging. So, if you are truly committed to your well-being and want to age with health and vitality, do something for yourself right now. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Consider this simple click as the first step to taking the reins of your health in a way you've never been told before. Hey, let's be honest for a moment. When was the last time you gave your feet the attention they truly deserve? We tend to think about the heart, the brain, but we forget our foundation, the very bedrock that gives us independence. The thing is, it's not age that takes away your freedom to move, my friend, but the plain and simple neglect of your feet. That little ache when you walk, that lack of desire to go out. Believe me, it often starts right down there in that area we take for granted. And this is no laughing matter. The lack of proper foot care is like leaving the front door of your house wide open. It becomes a perfect breeding ground for fungi, bacteria, and circulation, problems that go far beyond a simple annoyance. Several geriatric studies, the kind almost nobody reads, directly link foot neglect to a higher risk of falls and loss of mobility in older adults. We are talking about your autonomy. Pay attention to the details. That dead skin, the moisture between your toes, poorly cut nails. These aren't just cosmetic issues. They are direct invitations for pathogens to enter. Cracks in the heels, for example, are like highways that restrict circulation and can lead to serious infections. The solution, luckily, is simpler than it seems. A good daily wash with warm water, a mild soap, drying meticulously, especially between the toes, and applying a good moisturizer, like one with 10% urea, can be a complete game changer. I remember a patient of mine, a 73-year-old man named Jose, who had lost the confidence to leave his house. He suffered from constant pain and was embarrassed by the appearance of his feet. We implemented a daily care routine as simple as the one I just told you. In less than a month, Jose was not only walking without pain, but he had also regained the joy of going to the park. Sometimes the greatest transformation in our quality of life begins with the smallest gesture. And what if I told you that this same principle applies to even more unsuspecting areas? Now let's talk about that little forgotten corner. Behind the ears. Who remembers it, right? Well, let me tell you that this small area is a magnet for oil, dead cells, and all kinds of contaminants. Over time, a very particular odor develops and, even worse, a silent inflammation that many ignore. It's one of those small neglects that, when accumulated, send a very clear message to your subconscious: self-abandonment. And that feeling, my friend, can spread to other areas of your life without you even realizing it. And here comes the most serious part. That chronic inflammation doesn't just stay there. It can trigger a chain reaction throughout your body, affecting joints, blood vessels, and even your brain. Yes, you heard that right. There is a direct link between chronic inflammation spots and the progression of diseases like arthritis or cognitive decline. The solution is almost ridiculously simple. Clean that area with a towel or sponge in the shower and dry it well. It's a 3-second gesture that symbolizes complete self-care. Let's move on to the armpits now. They aren't just where sweat comes from, not at all. They are a filtering station for your immune system. filled with lymph nodes that eliminate toxins. When hygiene fails, bacteria feast on the proteins in sweat, causing bad odor and overloading those nodes. Do you see the connection? It's not just about smelling good, but about keeping your defense system running at full capacity. A good antibacterial soap, like one with chlorhexidine, can be your best ally here. The shame of body odor leads to social isolation, and this is directly linked to depression and a lower life expectancy. So why not turn its care into a ritual? When washing them, use a gentle upward massage to promote lymphatic drainage. This not only cleanses but also activates your energy. By the way, while you think about it, subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment telling us which country you're watching from. And get ready, because this connection between a specific point and our vital energy is repeated in other power centers that we often completely ignore. Ready to explore a true micro-universe in your own body? Let's talk about the navel. A 2014 study, just imagine, found dozens of types of bacteria living in there. It's like a little world of its own. Its warm, humid, and unventilated structure is a paradise for the accumulation of dirt, bacteria, and fungi. This not only causes a bad smell, but can also lead to infections that spread silently, creating an inflammation you don't even know the source of. That local inflammation, especially in older people, can aggravate conditions like diabetes or arthritis, and it's a hidden cause of that fatigue that just won't go away. Think about it from a symbolic point of view. The navel was your first connection to life. Ignoring it is, in a way, disconnecting from your own life force. Luckily, keeping it healthy is easy. A cotton swab with warm water and soap, clean gently and dry completely. And that's it. Now let's move to the groin, an area that is a true vital meeting point. It's a crossroads for circulation, for crucial lymph nodes, and for essential nerves that control your mobility. Negligence here is not a game. It can lead to fungal infections and inflammation that literally take away your desire and ability to walk. It's not age, I repeat. It's the lack of attention to these strategic points that holds you back. In fact, geriatric studies show that chronic infections in this region lead to reduced physical activity, which accelerates muscle and bone loss. The solution? A pH-balanced soap, paying attention to skin folds, and perfect drying. For those prone to irritation, a little antifungal powder can do wonders. Taking care of these 5 zones is not vanity. It's pure strategy. Now that you know the critical points, the question is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? We have journeyed together through the most forgotten corners of your body, from the foundation that supports you to the energy centers we often ignore. You now have knowledge that very few possess. The secret to real vitality isn't in expensive treatments or magic solutions, but in mindful attention to detail, in deep respect for your own body. But let me ask you something directly. What are you going to do with this information? Are you going to let this video be just another curiosity you saw on the internet, or will you turn it into the starting point of a real transformation? Are you going to keep blaming age for the signals your body sends you? Or are you going to take control with these simple gestures I've taught you? The decision, as always, is yours. Are you ready to reclaim your energy, your dignity, and your health one day at a time? The power is in your hands, in the sponge, in the soap, in those 5 minutes of care you dedicate to yourself each day. If this knowledge has resonated with you, and you are determined to follow this path of self-discovery and well-being, then this is just the beginning of our journey. Subscribe now to the channel and activate all notifications, because together we will continue to unveil the secrets to living a life that is not only longer, but much better.